Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Ant's Amazing Comic-Con Adventures. August 2nd. It's Sunday night. It's almost going to be August 3rd. My birthday is August 4th on Tuesday. Now August 2nd today, a celebrity has a birthday today. And that celebrity is Kevin Smith. I met Kevin Smith a couple years ago at the Niagara Falls Comic-Con. And it was the first time I ever went to the Niagara Falls Comic-Con, went to the Canadian side, got my passport and everything. Look, this is my Youngblood jersey. Now, this Youngblood jersey is from the movie Youngblood, obviously. And I wore it because it is Kevin Smith's birthday, and he always wears hockey jerseys. Got the Youngblood. I don't know if you can see that. And when I met him, it was the last day of the con, I believe. He was only going to be there for a few hours to do the photo ops. So I bought the photo ops, and that was with Jay and Silent Bob, Jason Mewes, and Kevin Smith. So I got there early. I waited in line. I talked with a couple people. I have a picture of it somewhere, and I'll have to put it up here if I got it. Kevin Smith took forever to get there. He said something about having trouble getting through the Canadian border, because I believe he did a evening with Kevin Smith or something in Rochester, so he had to get from New York to Canada. So here's my story with Kevin Smith. He said, feel free to tell Jay and I what to do. He said, you can direct us, you can make us do whatever you want, you can put our arms here, you can put our arms there, and he said when you get done with it, you can go on IMDb and said that you directed Kevin Smith. Everyone here knows how it works with the photo ops. You know, you wait in line, wait in line, wait in line. And then the curtain opens, and I could hear him with everybody. You know, I could hear him for the people before me, and he would always say, how are you? And he'd give him a hug. I could see a little bit through the curtain. But I got up there, and he said, how are you? And I said, oh man, I said, the soundtrack of my childhood is right here in front of me, because Jay and Silent Bob, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, everything Kevin Smith has done, I've always watched, you know, throughout my childhood. So I said, oh, the soundtrack of my youth. And he hugged me and he said, oh man, he goes, you have no idea how good that feels to hear that come from you. The picture taken with them. Here's the picture. It's a great picture. Put my arms around. I didn't direct them to do anything. I just put my arms around them. And I like Jay's shirt there. And you can see Kevin's wearing a Buddy Christ jersey. When we got done with it, so this was before when he was announcing that he had Jay and Silent Bob reboot coming out. So once they said, you know, okay, after that we smiled and everything, I shook his hand. And I said, hey, I know you're making Jay and Silent Bob reboot. And I have a great idea in that I could be Jay or Silent Bob's illegitimate child. And he goes, oh my God, what a great idea. You're hired. And though he was kind of like, whatever, dude. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Spoilers. If you haven't seen Jay and Silent Bob reboot, turn it off now. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Jay has an illegitimate child, and it's Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn, played by Harley Quinn Smith. And so I thought, oh my God, that was my idea, even though he had that idea way before I thought of it. But it was great how I told him that, and he like registered. He was so quick, and he was like, oh my God, you're perfect. Oh yeah, what do you think, Jay, an illegitimate child? He's like, oh yeah. Now, another episode I'll do, I will talk about when I met Jay, because it's a funny story when I met Jay as well. I don't have this autograph because I have not seen Kevin Smith at any other Comic-Con since. When I got this picture taken with him about a year later, he had that massive heart attack and almost died. Silent Bob, you know, all the jokes I've ever said have all stemmed from Jay and Silent Bob movies. Nowadays, he's hilarious on his podcast. Kevin Smith is one of the main reasons I started this YouTube channel. Kevin Smith years ago said, you know, if you don't like something, instead of criticizing it, critiquing it, saying it sucked and being ridiculous about it, he's like, go out and make your own. Go do it yourself. He said the reason why he made Clerks was because he knew no one would make a movie about him and his friends because it was unique to him and his friends. So he made it, not with the intent of being famous, but with the intent of just telling his story and making content of something he wanted because he knew nobody else would make it. I don't know how many other YouTube channels there are out there that are strictly talking about conventions and who they met celebrity-wise. I did it because I am so angry that there are no conventions. I'm upset that I didn't get to go to my convention. I decided to do something about it, and I really appreciate all of the people I've met and talked with and interacted with, and I wanted to share that with everybody else. You guys have a Kevin Smith story. Please leave it in the comment or send me a link to your video, whatever it is, Jason Mewes or Kevin Smith. I would love to hear about it. I decided to pull out my Blunt Man and Chronic glass. Everyone else knows, it just dropped a few days ago, that he's going to be directing the new, or writing the new Green Hornet, I think, animation. So yeah, that's a nice little signature there for the Green Hornet. All right, and remember, sooner or later, we're going to be able to go back to these conventions. Sooner or later, we're going to be able to have some fun and talk more about it and have more experiences. But until then, this is Ant's Amazing Comic-Con Adventures.